Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to Fly Field. It is Tuesday, September 24th. We have a TVL matchup here in the Dover-Sherborn Raiders taking on your Westwood Wolverines. Girls soccer matchup here. Both teams, 3 wins on the season. Westwood at 3 wins, 3 losses. Dover-Sherborn at 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties. Expecting a great matchup between 2 really tough opponents. Westwood really, off to a great start, playing, the beef of the schedule early on in the Hopkingtons and the Medfields. Although they had lost to both those teams, they played them very close, played them very tough. Also having good wins over Ashland, wins over Norwood, 5-0 over Norwood, and a big win over Dedham, 2-0. On the Dover-Sherborn side, likely, same opponents as well. I don't have their opponents in front of me, but, talking with their head coach before the game, he said, they've been playing, the Medfields, the Hopkingtons, tough as well. It's a tough league to play in when you have a Division I foe and a Hopkinton that's a top 20 team in the state and year over year doing their thing. But you know what? Credit to Westwood, credit to Dover, playing them very tough. Westwood coming out with a really talented team this year, led up front by Izzy Hansen, the top goal scorer, top point scorer for your Wolverines, and big surprise on the season with some of the youngsters. One to name a few is Gannon. Erin Gannon has been playing terrific for the Wolverines, up front, scoring a bunch of points already so far in her freshman year. And we are underway, folks. Dover in the away whites, Westwood in their home greens. Westwood going right to left across your screen. Both teams fighting for possession. And Westwood gets it. Westwood looking inside. Gets knocked outside. They're both teams early trying to jockey for possession to get the ball moving in their offensive direction. Both teams doing a good job on some tight defense, working it outside. Going to send it outside for Olivia Mason. Olivia Mason fighting for it. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball's going to stay with Westwood. Looks like Mason's going to take the throw in. Sends it inside. Looks like Bella Wen with the header. Bannister inside looking to get a piece of it. Center attempt there. It looked like by Gannon. And went out of bounds. Going to be a corner kick. So Westwood jumping on some offensive opportunities early to get a great opportunity here with a corner kick. Looks like Bella Wen's going to take it. Looking for Shea. Ball gets knocked away. And Dover's going to chip it out. Kaiser's going to pick up the throw in. He's looking for Unger. Unger battling for it. Able to keep it in bounds. And Dover gets it, working some tight passes to try and get the breakout going. Some good passes amongst the defensive players there. Westwood making it very difficult trying to break out of their own zone. Ball's going to go out of bounds, so Westwood ball. Kaiser picks it up. Ball out of bounds there. I think the Dover player didn't know where the line was, and it's going to be Westwood ball. So Westwood's going to have an opportunity here. Ball's deep in the offensive area, right around the 10. Kaiser with the throw in. Headed back. It's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to redo it. So Kaiser with the quick throw in there to Bella Wen. Bella Wen looking inside. Nice play by Dover to get a foot on that on defense. Looking to go outside, but nice defense there by Olivia Mason able to keep that in the offensive zone, making it really difficult on these breakout attempts. Ferreira playing solid D, able to hold tough on the 35-yard line there. Coming back is Shea. Shea looking inside. Ball gets deflected. Able to maintain that possession. He's going to send it over to Olivia Mason. Mason's looking inside. Ball gets away. But Westwood on top of it, winning these 50-50 battles early. It's good to see. Westwood ready to play at the start of the game. It's how you want to be ready right at the opening whistle. While, again, have that feeling like you're playing downhill. So Dover looking to go the other way. Nice play there by Morrison, able to stop that send attempt. 29, Hayden Sumner working and looking inside. She's going to send it deep, but out comes Alessia Chilangua. She's going to pick it up. Chilangua going to kick it. Going to cross the 50. Both teams looking to settle it. Shea and Bannister kicking it to each other, and ball's back on the ground. Kaiser's going to send it back. Finds Ferreira. Over to Morrison. Morrison looking up into space. Finds Bannister. Bannister's got some space on a terrific pass by Morrison. Some good offense on a great look there. She saw there was some space, sent it to Bannister, who did a good job of settling that and working the other way. Bannister steals it for a second, and back on the foot of Dover. And Dover's going to have it and going to work it back to their goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper, Alexis Weiss. She is a junior for the Raiders. Wen's got it, looking inside. Just missed on that connection. Shea. Kalawa. Back to Kaiser. Kaiser looking to center it. Looking for Gannon on that play. Just missed on that connection. Westwood with a shot on net. It's going to go just over and outside. So we'll get a goal kick, but love to see it. Test this goaltender early on, get some shots on net. Especially some of those high shots. Going to make the goalie go up and get it. Some good attempts so far for the Wolverines. Some back and forth on volleys. Shea's going to take it. Sends it back to Kaiser. Kaiser looks back but keeps it. Smart play. He's going to look inside. Looking for Gannon there. And sends it over to Wen. Bella Wen battling for it. So Bella Wen active very early on in this game. Getting some good offensive attempts. Got some great offensive skill. Last year had a terrific year. I believe she was honorable mention for the Wolverines in the offensive end. Mason going to take the throw. He's looking inside, missed on that connection, but kicked out of bounds by Dover. Second attempt, Bella Wen's got it. Callaway able to tiptoe with it around the sidelines. Ball gets loose on Dover's foot and is going to be sent back in the Westwood defensive end. Coming out of the net is Chilangua. She's going to play it herself and send it near side to Kaiser. Kaiser's got some time, he's got some space. She's going to work it up herself. Looking for an option. She's going to use her feet. Oh, just missed on that connection. It was a great idea. Had Bannister working right. She sent it left, but the right idea. Dover looking inside. Chilangua comes out to get it. So it looks like it was an offside play. So we're going to get a free kick here. Looks like Morrison's going to take it on the 25 for Westwood. in the first game we did of the season, Morrison did a kick from their own 20 and assisted on a goal to Gannon. It was an 80-yard connection on a pass. Almost had one here to Gannon again. That was very close battling for. She's got a boot. She can send it down there and allow, their best athletes on an offense to chase after it and make some offense out of it. So it's a great, resource and asset to have, the boot like that it can put it in the offensive scoring areas. So I think there was some contact here. Going to be a Wolverine ball. Morrison's going to most likely take the kick. It looks like she is. Going to be right around that 40-yard line. So Westwood offensive players getting into the offensive area to look for the opportunity to win a possession here and get an opportunity on net. Ball kind of works its way just left of the player. Is going to go out of bounds. It looks like a Dover throw-in here. Just about 15 minutes into the game here, 15 minutes in the first half. Scoreless at Flahay Field. Westwood taking on the Dover-Sherborn Raiders. Throw-in's going to go to Allegra Hoffman. She was battling with Bannister and Shea there. Goes out of bounds, going to stay with Dover. Ginny Rubio with the throw-in. Over to Mila Lee. Lee's got it, looking to send it. Westwood defense closing in on her and able to get the ball. It was a collaboration effort between Kaiser and Kalawa to get that defensive one-on-one battle turnover. Westwood so aggressive on it, and they win so many of them. It ends up turning into some good offense, too. It's a nice move. Fake the offense. It's looking inside, and it's going to be just offside. That was a great looking play. Apologies. So that was when. She's looking inside. I believe she was looking for Unger. So great idea, great creativity by Wen, and also Unger was on the same page of looking for that offensive opportunity. Send that in open space, chase after it, get a shot on net. Wen has got some speed. Does she have the angle? She's able to hold on to it. Going to kick it lefty for the cross, and a save by the Dover goaltender, Alexis Weiss. Great save. What an impressive move by Wen. I thought she was running out of real estate there. She was able to switch the ball to her left foot, crossed it on the left, and the goalie was able to get a hand on that and pick the ball up for Dover-Sherborn possession. Wen's got it back again, just off her foot. Gannon looking to battle with it. Moves up the next layer with the Dover-Sherborn player. They're looking to send it and find the streaking Dover-Sherborn player there, but Westwood doing a good job closing in on that. That was Kalawa and that was Morrison, the captains, able to get that turnover. And they send it up to Gannon. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Westwood. Both teams fighting hard. They want their fourth win here. Wins aren't easy to come by here in the TVL either. Such a competitive league. And, having the advantage of playing at home, you want to make and take full advantage of that, playing in front of the home crowd. So good defense there. It looked like Ferrer able to knock that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Dover. Folks, thanks for joining, watching along. Evan Cardamino on camera, Morgan Donahue on microphone. Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Athletic Sports, your girls soccer. And look, ball went out of bounds. Look like it's going to be a goal kick. Typically we see Morrison on these kicks. She's going to just send it right up the sideline. Smart play. She's got Kaiser with some space. Kaiser's going to at least be able to get it up to 35, 40, and she does. Looking for a little give and go with Bannister. Bannister still battling for it. The ball ends up on Dover's foot. Now Dover looking to settle it and find some options. Nifty moves there by Ginny Rubio. She's going to work it back to goaltender Alexis Weiss. Weiss with a big save about 3 minutes ago on a Wen attempt. Wen was trying to center an attempt just off the goal line, and Weiss able to jump on that, get a hand on it, and turn away that opportunity. Westwood with a chance there. Looks like Unger was looking to send it up to Wen, but was deflected by the Dover defender. Ball ends up out of bounds. So they're going to say it was off Westwood. So Dover's going to have the throw-in. Shea battling for it. Shea wins it. Shea then inside to Calawa. Calawa's got a head of steam looking for Unger. Unger sends it back to Wen. Keep an eye on Wen. She's got some great moves in very tight spaces where there's not much room to work with the defense all over her. She's done a great job of being able to create some angles and turn that into opportunities. Right back to Wen. Wen looking to shoot. He's going to center it and kicked off the foot of a defensive Dover player. It's going to go out of bounds. A great play by the Dover player. Not only did she get a foot on that, she kept it from going, on the goal. She kept it from being a corner kick. So it's going to be a throw-in versus a corner. So Kaiser with the throw-in. He's looking for Wen there. Just gets past the Dover defender, and Weiss able to get her hands on that, but throws it out. And a couple of Wolverines looking to jump on that opportunity. So both teams playing with a sense of urgency. Westwood definitely seems to have a little bit more urgency on their end with the home field advantage. Mason with a throw-in, finds Unger. Unger heads it back to Calawa, and they're looking to work it towards the goal before Dover jumps on it. And the Dover kick goes out of bounds, so Westwood getting the ball back right around the 35. Mason's going to pass it to Unger. Or Wen. Wen sends it back to Ferreira. The ball's going to end up out of bounds in the Westwood zone. So Westwood's going to have the throw-in right around their 35, looking to get it back in the offensive area. Weiss comes out. Oh, and almost picked off there by Shea. I mean, a very risky play. Weiss was out around the 30-yard line. And, if Westwood gets that turnover there, it's an open net they can potentially kick into. Wen with the battle, able to fight for that loose ball. She had it for a second, then Dover's able to get the leverage back. Morrison with a great play, able to get ahead on that to get that Dover offensive attempt and keep it at bay. Kaiser battling for it. A little one-on-one battle between shot on net, and what a save by Chilangwa. Was a little bend on that shot too. Little left to right curve, and Chilangwa was dialed in all over that one, able to get the hands on that, make a big save here just about halfway through in the first half. Bannister looking inside. Ball gets away. Now Dover's got it. Dover playing looking to make a move. Allegra Hoffman, she falls down. I think there was some contact, and we're going to get a free kick. So Dover is going to have a free kick right around the 45. And they're going to have an offensive opportunity to get the ball in the box. It's kicked by number 17, Amari Hughes. Headed out by Ferreira. So a nice play by Ferreira. Turns that defense into now a breakout into some potential offense. Kicked out of bounds. Shea's going to pick, or Mason picks it up for the throw-in. Ball goes backwards. Ferreira sending it up in the offensive area. Westwood looking to jump in on that loose ball. Dover able to settle it. Kaiser. Send it back to Morrison. Morrison to Calawa. Shea battling for it. Nice pass there to Bannister. A little give and go connection there. So Bannister to Shea. Shea looking for Wen. Unger battling for it. And Dover got the best of that one. But you got Morrison now battling for it, and she is probably the best defensive player in the state. Not too many players are going to win that battle versus Morrison. And then when you got the likes and Westwood coming the other way, Gannon has some space. She's got some bodies inside, looking on the clear, shot and a save by Weiss. A good opportunity there for the Wolverines. At all was because of a great defensive play by Morrison on the defensive zone. Ended up working it up. They chipped it up to Gannon with some open space and had an opportunity shot on net there. Looking to do it all over again. Mason over to Gannon. Gannon, a very talented freshman. I mentioned earlier she's got a ton of points so far this year. We saw her first goal of her career in the home opener versus Ashland. I believe she scored a goal or two versus Norwood and has been playing fantastic. Kaiser's going to send it back. Morrison sends it over to friend and fellow captain Ferreira. Ferreira going to send it far side sideline. Ball ends up on Shea's foot. Shea's going to send it over to Mason. Back to Shea. Just missed on that connection. However, Wen was right there. Johnny on the spot. Wen going to send it over to Kaiser. We've seen Kaiser with a big boot. Where we've seen on that first game, Ashland, she took a boot from about 30 yards out, hit the crossbar. She could shoot from anywhere and put a scare on any goaltender and score many from out there as well. Kaiser winning that 50-50 ball. Going to send it back to Morrison, back to Kaiser. So some great defensive passes, not only just after the turnovers, they're turning it into some clean breakouts and just some great ball possession. Mason battling for it. Goes off the foot of a Dover player and Westwood ball. And we're going to have some substitutions coming in. So Unger is going to come off the field. Avery Bohm is on. And we also have, let's see who else came on the field. We will confirm in a bit. So Dover looking to get a shot. They do get a shot on net. The ball just gets over the hand of Chilangua and goes into the back of the net. So a goal from the Dover-Sherborn Raiders. It was a kick from the outside. It was well positioned. Chilangua was able to get a hand on it, but ends up in the back of the net for the first Dover-Sherborn goal. Not sure who it was. I think it was number 26, based off of the celebration, Raiden Garzone. So a nice goal there by Raiden. The Wolverines looking to score one themselves to tie up this matchup. Kaiser gets in front of that pass. Kaiser, nice move outside. Beats the Dover-Sherborn defender. She has one chasing her down, but spins around for some more open space. Over to Shea, or Mason to Gannon. Ball's going to come back near side. Kaiser working in. She's got some space. Going to send it near side. Looks like to Avery Bohm. Kaiser's going to have the throw-in. Kaiser, good throw, just went over the head of Calawa, but catches the attention of the Dover-Sherborn defense. They're going to kick that out of bounds. Going to try again. Just going to get a shot on net towards the goaltender. Goaltender Weiss able to get a hand on that. No fumble. Those are tough plays to make, those high ones, especially when you got offensive players coming out looking for any potential rebound. To catch that with no fumble is a well-played attempt by a goalkeeper. Westwood looking to go the other way. Wen looking inside. Dover getting a foot on those pass attempts. Chipped out by Shea, looking for Gannon. that misconnection, it's going to be a Dover ball. So Dover now looking to get it across the 50. Mason playing some great D on the sideline, making it difficult for Dover to break out. The ball's able to squirt through. They're going to send that, but it gets too far, and Chilango is going to go out and get it. About 16 minutes, 37 seconds left here in the first half. Wolverines down 1-0. The Dover-Sherborn Raiders. Westwood looking to get the offense going, tie this up before half's end. Dover's going to send it back. Jumping on that is Gannon. Nice battle by Gannon, able to get a turnover. It ultimately goes out of bounds, going to be a Dover ball, but you know what? Love the fight. No free entries here in the Westwood zone. Making it difficult for any type of offensive entry, which typically will turn into good defense, turns into some really solid offense. Dover's looking to kick it in the offensive box area, but kicked out by Ferreira. Back to Morrison. And Kaiser's got it with some space. He's going to chip it up to Kalawa. Just went off her foot. Dover has it, but Westwood gets the ball back. Looking inside to Shea. Shea with a shot attempt. And what a save by Weiss. Oh, left-footed kick by Shea on a great pass, I believe, from, it was either Wen or Unger, but lefty kick by Shea forced a really good save by Weiss, and it's going to be a corner kick. That's a big opportunity for the Wolverines. They're going to have a great opportunity here on the corner. Wen with the kick. Inside, Calloway looking to get ahead on that. She did, but it was deflected outside. Morrison settles it down. Back to Ferreira. Dover going the other way. Morrison on it. Morrison chasing it down. A physical play there. Looks like we got a foul on the field. I don't know if the ref's reaching for a card. It does, so a yellow card on Morrison. A physical play. It's kind of ref's discretion on if it's a foul or a card. He's going to go with a card here. So Dover is going to have a kick. Morrison is off the field. So big opportunity here for Dover. Number 19 going to take the kick, Mila Lee. Does she go on net, or is she looking for a teammate for a connection in front of the net? We'll see. It's going to be outside the net in the scoring area. It looks like the ball hit a hand. It did hit a hand. Going to be a Westwood ball going the other way. So I'm not sure on the yellow cards. It looks like you have to go off the field. It's not like, I don't think it's a red card where you're out of the game. So I'd imagine Morrison will be back. Just have to see how long you have to sit out for a yellow. Unless you had a yellow in a previous game, you know, that's something we don't know, but we'll get more information on that. She's, you know, a very important player for the Wolverines, so you know, the least amount of time off the field, the better. It looks like she is potentially checking back in, so that's a good sign if she's able to come back in on substitutions. Kick on net for Dover, just over the net. Wow, that was a great kick by the Dover player. Like that was number 29, Hayden Sumner, on the kick. So it looks like Morrison back on the field. So it looks like, yeah, you have to come off the field, I'm guessing, on a yellow. And then you're able to come back on shortly after when substitutions are okayed by the ref. And she's going to take the goal kick here. She's going to pass it up near side to Kaiser. Ball ricochets. It's back on Kaiser's foot. Sends it over 18, Avery Bohm. Ball went out of bounds. They're going to say Dover ball. Dover with the throw in. Number 11, Allegra Hoffman. She's going to send it to 29, Hayden Sumner. Sumner with the big boot. She had the one that just went over the net, so keep an eye on this. If she has some space, probably going to potentially see a shot. She's going to send it outside. So they're going to play the finesse game, working it outside and trying to win some battles. But Westwood is not the team you can win easy battles against with their defense, one of the top defense in the TVL. And you have the senior leaders, captains of Ferreira and Morrison, as well as Emma Lou. Emma Lou, terrific on the back end for the Wolverines. They're one of the top defense in the league, no question about that. They do a really good job of making it difficult for the other teams to make their breakouts. The Westwood D really get inside on, they really play on that 50, making it difficult for any type of offensive opportunities to get past that 50 into their offensive zone. And it does help too when you got a good midfield that are very active all over them, making Dover have to pass it around and move it backwards. Ball gets just by Bohm. Shea's going to send it to Kaiser. They're looking to make some connections there. Nice move there by Kaiser, able to create some more space, and she does some misdirection. Sends it up to Bohm. Bohm going to send it back to Kaiser, looking for some opportunities. They're going to send it into open space, looking to chase off to that. A goaltender, Weiss, is going to come out and pick that one up herself. So Westwood able to move the ball around. They've had a couple great opportunities on net, just looking to capitalize on one and get one past the very talented Weiss, who's been terrific so far for the Dover-Sherborn defense. Shays gets the ricochet pass. Sends it over to Bohm. Ball deflects back to Shea. Shea's working it lefty. Shea sends it to Kaiser. Kaiser looking to make a move. He's going to send it inside. Ball played by Dover-Sherborn defense. Coming back the other way, but great defense there. Olivia Mason on the turnover. Able to win it, and it's back in Kaiser's foot. Westwood looking to get some more opportunities in the inside area where they can get a good look at the net. Dover doing a good job of really keeping a strong outside perimeter. Nice move there. Allegra Hoffman had the ball going the other way, but jumped on top of that was Kalawa. Ball ends up on Unger's foot. Now Dover looking to get offense. Ball is kicked out of bounds, I believe, out of bounds on Westwood. So Dover's going to have the throw in right around the 30. But great play there by Mason. Getting back on defense, getting the possession and kicking the ball the other way. Allegra Hoffman is going to send it inside. Lou all over that one. Now they're looking outside this time. Ginny Rubio, and it gets just past her. Westwood ball. Bohm's going to give the ball back to Kaiser for the throw-in. Westwood looking to get the breakout going and find some good matchups going the other way. It's going to be passed inside to Shea. Ball got loose. It's on the foot of Lee. Lee looking to get a foot on it. Shot on net's going to be outside. That's some great defense there by Morrison on the outside. Morrison doing a terrific job. There's just no angle to get a good enough shot on net. She closed that window well with her speed. Those things, aren't seen in the stat book, but really make a difference in the game. When you're forcing bad shots, outside shots, that aren't gonna hit the net, you're doing a terrific job. Morrison going to send it near side. Kaiser Kaiser looking to send it back. Ball, who's got a foot on it, was Lee. Lee now looking to get an attempt or a shot on net. Shot does go on net, was deflected by, I believe, Lou, and Chilangwa gets her hands on it. Chilangwa going to pass it up to Kaiser. Kaiser looking north. Going to be chased down by Dover. That's Amari Hughes going to send it to Weiss. Weiss kicks it up near sideline, and Dover battling for it going the other way. Ball out of bounds. Dover ball. Throw in by Allegra Hoffman. So really well matched teams we have here. Evenly matched teams between Dover and Westwood. Some great athleticism on both teams. Really solid defense as well. Good structure. Typically these type of matchups, it's, you know, the teams that make the least amount of mistakes are the ones that will squeeze by with the win. You know, and so far both teams doing a good job of being disciplined and not making any mistakes out there. We got a foul on the field. Westwood possession. Westwood looking to break it out. Kaiser was looking for Bohm up the sideline. Or Bannister, excuse me. Bannister back in the game now. So we got Bannister, Unger, and Gannon back up on the front end for the Wolverines. Shea and Wen, as well as Mason in the midfield. And then your defensive, and Kaiser as well. And then the defensive likes of Morrison, Ferreira, and Lou. Wen looking inside, finds Shea. Shea's going to send it outside to Kaiser. Kaiser looking for some options. She's going to send it back down to Bannister. Bannister had it for a second, and good job by the DS defender, able to get a foot on it and got the possession, but Westwood still battling for it. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Westwood ball. So back and forth we go. Inside 5 minutes left here in the first half. 4 minutes, 23 seconds. Substitutions coming on. So Westwood's going to have a throw-in. Kaiser's going to take it. Just misses on Unger. Ball's going backwards. Dover's going to be all on top of that one. Weiss came out to get a foot on that. Weiss very active, doing a good job anticipating when the ball gets into open spaces where Westwood's might have some offensive potential. She closes that window pretty quickly. Gannon battling for it on the far sideline. Ball goes to Dover. Mason, great job on that, able to get the possession. Not only that, she passes it to a teammate. And Westwood has the ball going the other way. Morrison now. Morrison looking to send it into open space. She's looking for Bannister. Bannister has some space. And she has some time to settle it. Looking inside. Was looking for, looks like Madison Travers there. Had a miscommunication on that one. And ball going the other way now for Dover. Misconnection on that pass with Dover. It was looking for Caroline Mahoney. Westwood ball. So Mason's going to pick up the ball for the throw-in. Unger sends it near side. Kaiser. Kaiser's going to send it down low for Bannister. Bannister looking to battle. Find some space to get a centering attempt. Finds Shea. Ball gets just off her foot. Now being battled, one-on-one battle between Morrison and Lee. Lou gets a foot on that and able to get that ball off Lee's foot, and Westwood's able to kick that out of bounds to keep at bay that offensive attempt. So it's going to be Dover ball with 2 minutes left. And it looks like we have a timeout called on the field. So we are going to go to break real quick, and we'll be right back.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance, and Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you, Cadillac of Norwood, and thank you, Arch Orthodontics. So coming out of the timeout, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the half. Not sure who the timeout was called by, if it was Westwood or Dover. It was called by Dover. So Dover with the timeout, looking to regroup, looking to get out of the half unscathed. Westwood looking to get on the board, tie it up before the end of the half. Late goals are emotional goals. They're huge. If you are able to score a goal to tie it late, the other team has to think about it all of halftime, and vice versa. If you give up a goal late, you have to think about it all of halftime. So it's something that coaches always, want to make sure they defend, is not giving up the late goal. And you're inside the last 2 minutes. So the clock has stopped. The clock is now on the ref's whistle. Dover-Sherborn has the ball going the other way. Kaiser able to get a foot on that. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay with Dover. Throw-in's going to be taken by Allegra Hoffman. Said her name a few times tonight. She's done a great job on the offensive side. Gannon with the deflection. Ball goes out of bounds. Hoffman going to take the throw-in again. Looking inside for Lee. Kaiser on top of it. But Lee's looking to work inside. Great play there. Ferreira able to block that attempt, and a shot on net and saved by Chilangua. So Hayden Sumner, we've seen a couple big kicks from her. One that went just over the net. That was another one right there. Keep an eye on her, number 29 in white. She's got a boot, and she's kicking it from the outside and getting some really good looks. Westwood sending it up the sideline. Gannon looking to win a one-on-one battle. Both teams fighting for it. Ball goes, looks like out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw-in for Gannon. And stoppage time. Sends it back to Kaiser. Kaiser looking to send it inside. Kicked out by Dover, but on top of it is Ferreira. Mason. Inside to Morrison. Morrison near side. Westwood doing a really good job of getting these passes on the outside, just trying to find one or two passes out where they can get it inside. So that's going to be the half. So very tightly contested game, some great defense by both teams. Dover able to get the first goal, which was the only goal. So after one half of soccer, Dover-Sherborn 1, Westwood nothing.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Cadillac of Norwood, and thank you, Arch Orthodontics. So a very tightly contested first half here at Flay High between Wolverines and Dover-Sherborn. Dover able to get the lone goal. They had a shot on net that just got by Alessia Chilangua. She was able to get a hand on it and trickled into the back of the net. Westwood did have their opportunities for some solid shots on net, and big saves were made by Alexis Weiss. So Westwood now going left to right towards Manhattan Street now, looking to score on that goal. And I think they have the wind helping in their back on that side. So traditionally, I feel like when we're here for football games, the wind has been going left to right. So see if that has any impact to the Wolverines. They're going to start off with the ball here on the face-off. And Gannon's going to take it, pass it back. Gannon to Wen. Wen sends it to Bannister. Bannister back to Wen. And Dover was able to get that possession. They're going to work it around. And send it near side. Ginny Rubio. Looking inside 26. Raiden Garzone. Hayden Sumner. She's got the big boot for Dover, getting some good shots on net from the outside. Really testing Chilangua on some of those shots. Chilangua making some good saves on those outsides, and a great job there by Chilangua, able to jump in front of that crossing attempt. Looks like Chilangua's going to kick it. He does, and it's going to get past the 50. Got deflected back towards the DS goalie. Kaiser's got it. Kaiser to Shea. Shea looking inside. She does connect there. Looks like it's Gannon. It is Gannon. Aaron Gannon. Going to work it righty. Works it back. Sends it back to Mason. Mason now going to chip it inside. Got Kaiser. Kaiser was showing that she was going to shoot. Held back. Now she's going to work it back to Shea. Shea. Back to Kaiser. Kaiser inside again. A nice little inside pass. And outside looking for Callaway there. Westwood looking to win that possession back to continue on the offensive movement. Ball gets away. Oh, nice play there by Ferreira, able to jump on that one. Stop that breakout attempt, but ball back on DS's foot, looking to go the other way. So DS with it on the far side. Nice move there by the DS player. Looking inside. Nice defensive play there by Callaway. Definitely a little cooler now too, temperature-wise. The lights, they've been on all game, but now they're really coming into effect with the lighting on the field. And something that will need to be adjusted by both teams. Bannister battling for it. Crosses the 50. Looking to connect there with Gannon. Just missed on that connection. Sends it back. Weiss is going to kick it. Coming near side. And Dover looking to break it out themselves. Sent up. That was Sumner looking for offensive player on a connection. Making a couple moves. I think it's Lee. But great defense by Westwood on top of all that. And a shot on net went off a Westwood player. I think it might have been Caitlin Ferreira. Went off her head. She's going to look to walk it off. Paul Lilla keeping an eye on it. It was a tough kick. She's able to get a head on that and Going to make sure she's okay. Yep, she says she's okay, and tough kid, able to shake that off. Very unselfish play to jump in front of that shot. That's part of winning soccer, is blocking these shots, getting in front of them. Sometimes they can be painful. Sometimes, you know, it goes off the head, which can be a painful outcome. Kaiser looking to connect with Mason there. Jumped on that was Garzone to get the turnover. Ball goes out of bounds, going to stay with Dover. Dover going to work it backwards. Going to settle it down. Some quick passes back and forth amongst the Dover forwards, but Olivia Mason all over it. She's been great on defense. Does a good job of not only just getting and winning possessions, but she does some great passing after those possessions to settle the ball down and create some solid passing for offensive opportunities. She takes the throw in herself to Bannister. Bannister looking to send it up the sideline. Gets deflected, but back on her foot. Makes a nice move there. Got past the first offender, but kicked away by the second one. Sumner battling for it, but Bannister gets the win on that. Bannister looking to send it inside. Sumner got a piece of that. Battled for by Callaway. Mason chasing after, and going to be Westwood ball. So Mason's going to have a throw in as the wind's starting to pick up a little bit here, and certainly about 10 or 15 degrees colder than it was when it started. Morrison, we're going to send it up, find a corner of the end zone. Deflected by DS. Battled for, though, by Wen. Wen's going to send it inside our side to Kaiser. Kaiser sending it up to Gannon. Gannon, keep an eye on her, folks. Has some great moves in these tight areas. I'm going to say white ball, so you're going to say that went off of Gannon. It's going to be a white throw-in. Kaiser defending it, kicks it out, and a white ball for throw-in again. Folks, thank you again for joining us. Evan Cardamino on camera, Morgan Donahue on microphone. Westwood Media Center coverage of your fall sports. Westwood Girls Soccer here at Flayhive Field. TVL matchup. Both teams at 3 wins in the season. Westwood at 3 wins, 3 losses. Dover at 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties. That ball goes out of bounds. Is it going to be a corner kick? I think it is. So it is. Big opportunity here for the Wolverines to get an offensive opportunity. We haven't seen Izzy Hansen today, who's been a big player for the Wolverines on offense. So we're certainly missing her and her offensive abilities out there. Corner attempt gets headed. Ball heading back towards the corner. Wen battling for it. Ball's working its way out of bounds. It's going to be Dover-Sherborn ball. So it was a good kick on the corner. Dover was able to get a head on that, defended well, put that ball into a 50-50 battle area. But now ball back on Westwood's foot. That was Wen inside to Shea. Shea looking inside, finds Gannon for a quick minute. Ball deflected off her foot. Kaiser with the interception. Makes a nice move. Another nice move, and another nice move. So 3 really good moves to be able to maintain that possession and look for a better opportunity for where to send that ball to. Looking inside, ball is deflected. Pereira jumped up, and Mason jumping in the play. They're looking to send it down the sideline. Morrison's going to close that window, and not only does she get the possession, she's going to send it back to Chilangua. So great play. Instead of kicking it out of bounds, she kept it inbounds and was able to send it back to the goaltender. However, the ball did end up out of bounds about 20 seconds later. So Dover-Sherborn with the throw-in now. Westwood defense all over their players. Kaiser now with the ball is looking for Gannon, knocked out of bounds. Of the positive that the wind being picked up, it is helping Westwood. So maybe we see some more attempts of sending it into space and letting Westwood chase after it. Bannister looking for a change of pace, find a opening to send that ball inside. That's been a terrific defensive player for Dover on the outside all game. Number 17, Amari Hughes, been terrific all night, making it very difficult for the strikers on Westwood to get their athleticism outside. It's athlete for athlete battles, and it's some great solid defense and offensive battles going on. Dover working it back towards Westwood, trying to send one past Mason. That's offside. So offside called right around the 29-yard line. Be a Westwood ball. Morrison's going to kick it. We've seen a lot of offense come from her kicks, even from, as we mentioned, she kicked one from her own 10-yard line in the first game that turned into an offensive opportunity goal for Gannon. He's got a little bit more space here to send it. Let some Westwood players chase after it into open space. You know what? And that's going to go off the foot. Could that turn into a corner? Oh, just missed. I mean, just from that kick, basically on the 30, almost turned into a corner attempt because of a great kick. Kaiser sends it to Mason. Ball is kicked back outside. Mason's going to let it go out of bounds. She's going to pick it up for the throw-in. Mason finds Kaiser. Kaiser settles it. She was looking inside for Gannon, well defended by Dover. Dover looking to go the other way. Shea was able to get a foot on that, and Dover still able to maintain that possession. Then kicked by Ferreira. Ferreira jumped in on that one and kicked it from the 50 up to around the 30 to get the ball back in the offensive zone. Dover sending it up the other way. They have a player, but Westwood's got numbers. Westwood's got a few defensive players. Well played by Morrison. Morrison making it extremely difficult for any offensive there. And then Westwood gets the turnover. Just some solid defense. Now Westwood going back the other way. Westwood missing on that connection. Dover is able to pick up the ball after that. Jumped in on that was Ferreira. Great defensive play. Looking to sneak a pass outside for a shot outside, and ball's going to go out of bounds for a Westwood goal kick. Going to get a substitution for Dover. Coming off the field is Sumner. Coming on the field is Capone. Kaiser. Nice pass to Mason. Mason's got some space along the sidelines, doing a good job keeping it in. She's looking to send it inside to Shea. But able to be stolen by the Dover-Sherborn defensive attack. Westwood's going to send it back. Just intercepted by Lou. Shot on net off the post. That was Lee. Off the post on that attempt. She's able to, I don't even know how she had an angle, but able to try and catch the far side of the net, hit the left post, stayed out of the net. And keeps the score at 1-0. Dover going to work it backwards. They're going to give it to goaltender Weiss. Weiss going to send it far side to the defender, looking for a clean breakout. She looks to send inside, and then Westwood able to jump on top of that. Ball pops up. And now Westwood has the ball. Unger wins that battle. Looks inside. Looks like it's on Shea's foot. Shea battling for it. But all over it was Amari Hughes. Been a terrific defender. Number 17 for Dover. Mason to Kaiser. Ball's then kicked out of bounds. Back in Mason's hands. Mason finds Kalawa. Kalawa showed shot for a second. Held up. Kept in by Ferreira. Ferreira's going to kick it out around the 35. Thrown back in. Like Dover. Dover player able to make a move and able to send it down the other way, but Morrison chasing after it. Morrison's going to defend it. Goes out of bounds. Is that a goal kick? What a play. Are you kidding me? Able to turn that into a goal kick? What a remarkable play. See, I mean, I first saw it and I'm thinking, what a play just to not kick it out of bounds. But to be able to get the possession out of that and to have basically a free opportunity to break out. Picked off there by Dover-Sherborn, looking inside. Ball gets deflected just wide left. So a good opportunity there by Dover, able to pick off that goal kick. It's picked off by Allegra Hoffman. I think she was connecting with Caitlin Shanahan. So they're going to go with the kick here. Morrison on the kick. Ball is headed. Kaiser is going to send it back to Morrison. Morrison looking towards the near side sideline. A great pass. Mason able to keep it in. Mason doing a good job. Sends it inside to Kaiser. Kaiser to Kalawa. Ball ends up back on Kaiser's foot. She's going to send it off to the far sideline. Then over to Bella Wen. Bella Wen going to battle for it on the far side. The Kaiser looking inside. Kaiser looking to shoot. Shot on net on a one hop and a save by Weiss. A good shot attempt. Test Weiss out a little bit. We've seen a couple big saves out of her. Let's see some attempts from the outside as well, especially with the wind helping in your back. The ball can certainly get some air time and find a top corner or two. Dover looking inside, able to get inside his Lee, but that window's closed by Morrison. Great defense by Morrison. Just a great battle. Lee certainly a terrific player, definitely one of the top players in the TVL, and Morrison certainly a top defender in the TVL. Just a great battle between those two. The iron going up against iron. Certainly, I'm sure there's a lot of respect between them two. They're not holding back. We've seen some physical battles. Morrison got a yellow earlier on the ref's discretion. But some good physical soccer going on. It's part of the game, especially on the defensive side when you're battling for a 50-50 ball. It looks like we're going to get a corner for Dover. Just about 22 minutes, 38 seconds left here in the game. Dover's going to have a corner. It looks like Lee's going to take it. She's been terrific all night for Dover. They're going to have two players right out by the flag. I think Westwood's going to have at least one player out there too. So they got making sure they defend the quick pass versus the kick. It's also going to make for a difficult kick. When you got a player, two players that close, you got to really get under it to get over the head. So it looks like Gannon's going to work a little bit further back. It's a good kick. It's going to hit the side of the net. So it'll be a Westwood goal kick going the other way. I mean, that's a good setup. You forced a difficult kick. The kick wasn't able to stay in bounds. So just on that look itself, forced an errant kick on the corner. And Morrison with a good kick. Looking up the middle. Ball goes back and forth amongst the teams. And is with Dover now. So back on the foot of Sumner. Sumner back in the game. Gonna send it up to one of our offensive players. They're looking for an opening here. Gonna send it near side. Closing that window is Mason. Shot on net, deflected, and what a save by Chalengwa. She got a hand on the deflection, then was able to catch it herself right after the deflection. So great concentration by Alessa Chalengwa. Remember that save, folks. If Westwood's able to get a goal and tie this and eventually also win, remember that save. That save right there kept the goal total at just 1-0. We're going to have a corner here for Westwood, so opportunity for Westwood to get a ball in the box. Keep an eye on Kalawa. She does a great job going up to get it and heading it. However, it looks like she may be kicking this one, and I think she is. Oh, they're going to pass it. So quick pass, no kick. Looking inside. They're saying a hand. Ref says play on. Wolverines still have the possession. Looking inside. Finds Kaiser. Kaiser with the shot. Oh, just over the net. Hits the goal post. Off the goal post. Callaway was there for the rebound, but once it hits the goal post, it's out. But that was the best opportunity so far in the second half for the Wolverines. Nice little change of pace on the corner. They were expecting corner. They did a quick little pass. Turned that into some decent offense. Gannon battling that one. I think she kicked it off the foot, but they're going to say off Westwood. Ferreira on that. Looks to volley that up into the offensive zone. Westwood jumping on top of it, and Kaiser gets possession. Inside to Wen. Wen wins the battle. Wen looking for space. Oh, and just misses on the connection to Shea. She had Shea looking to get outside, but Dover's able to get a foot on that one in the passing lane. Battling down the near sideline, able to chip that and keep it in. Number 26, Raiden Garzone. Some great play by her and some good moves out here. Looks like Lee with a shot on net and off the crossbar. Mila Lee. Been saying her name all night. What a player, what a talent. There's a little bend on that shot. I thought it was going to go wide right. Hits the top of the right crossbar. Stays out of the net. Keeps it with that off the bar. It's still a 1-goal game. 1-0 Dover. And we're now inside 20 minutes. 18 minutes, 14 seconds. Westwood looking to get back in this game. Get a goal, tie it. Get another to win it. Pass far side. Dover going to work it around. They're going to work it around the infield. Pass it inside, but Kaiser doing a good job winning that battle. Just looking to send it up, but well played by Dover. Dover really sniffing out the Westwood attempts to send the ball up just like that. Able to just get the foot on it. They anticipated very well. They close those windows very quick. They play very disciplined soccer. Gannon. Ball went by her, but able to get that possession. Back on Gannon's foot. That's going to be kicked out of bounds for a corner. So Westwood corner. So great effort by Gannon. She closed that space and that window down to force a kick that will turn into a corner kick. So see what Westwood does here. They're going to have Kalawa. Kalawa's going to be back with Wen. But now Kalawa's going to the net. So they'll keep an eye on Kalawa. She's able to go up and get that for some great headers. A good kick. Ends up on the foot of Kaiser. Kaiser with a move. Oh, it was a good opportunity there. Ball got into the kind of scoring area, but there was just too much traffic to be able to get that ball through. Great kick by Bella Wen. Westwood doing everything they can. They're getting all the corner kicks. They're getting some good looks on offense. Now they just gotta bury one of them. We're gonna have a timeout called on the field, so we'll take a quick break here. I believe it's a timeout on Westwood.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Both teams coming back on the field. Smart timeout call, just under 17 minutes left in the game, able to get some fresh legs on the field, able to get a quick breather, some water, and also, regroup. What's the plan? Talk about what are some open looks we want to look for, be able to tie this game up. Dover's been terrific on both sides of the field. Two players or three players that really, I guess, if we have to pick four, we'll go four now. Lexus Weiss, a goaltender. Hayden Sumner, 29, she's had a fantastic shot from the outside. Mila Lee, number 19, very talented offensive player. She's got the ball in her foot now, looking inside. And then number 17, Amari Hughes, been very impressive on defense for the Raiders. Ball played with a hand. It's going to be a Dover ball right around the 30. They're going to get a free kick. Maybe just a little outside. Call it the 33. So the kick is going to be taken by Sumner. Keep an eye on this, folks. She's had a boot. Wouldn't be surprised she goes right for the net. She certainly has the kick to get it there. And she is going towards the net. Well played by Westwood. Not sure who got ahead on that one, but well played. It was a good kick by Sumner, able to get it in the scoring area. Gannon able to work it inside the 50. Now being battled for by Westwood. Westwood player falls down, gets back up, still has possession. He's going to do a good job sticking with it. Weiss jumps out to get a foot on it. Mason looking to settle it down. Out on Dover, Westwood ball. We're going to get a substitution for Westwood here. Unger is going to come off. Let's see who's coming on. Is it Bohm? I believe it is. Oh, Madison Travers. So Travers on. Gannon going to send it down the sideline. Kalawa works it inside. Lefty looking to center it. Gannon gets it back. He's going to send it inside to Kaiser. Kaiser was looking back for Gannon, but jumped in front of that one was Dover player. Dover looking to connect and missed on that connection. Westwood ball. So Westwood with the ball. 45. Work it backwards to then work it forward. Ball back out of bounds. Dover ball. Substitution, more substitutions coming on for Dover. So about 13 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the game. Dover-Sherborn up 1-0 on Westwood. TVL matchup here at Flay High Field. And Dover with the lead. They're certainly going to take time in between, throw-ins or goal kicks, anything, to let precious time come off the clock. Westwood's got to not only beat them, they got to beat the clock to be able to tie it up and be able to come out with a win if they can. Tough to come by in these tight TVL matchups, getting goals on there to score quick goals in a short amount of time, but if there's a team that can do it, it's certainly the Wolverines. We've seen explosive offense out of them. 5 goals versus Norwood, 4 goals versus Ashland. I don't think there was any goals in the first half in the Ashland game, and then they scored 4 in the second half. I think there was 3 goals in a matter of 3 minutes. So it's certainly something Westwood is capable of doing. Ball in open space. Dover's got it. Chalangua with the save. She was out by the 5-yard line, which was really about 15 yards outside the net, and had a great eye on that one to come down with the save. It was a diving catch, too. What an athletic save by Alessia Chalangua. Keep that save in the back of your head, too. Westwood able to get a goal. That save maintained the 1-goal lead for Dover for the time being. 2 big saves that have kept this a 1-goal game. Westwood looking for a fast pace change and trying to catch the defense off guard. Also fighting the clock, so sense of urgency under Westwood. Trying to get quick scoring opportunities. They don't just want to tie it, they want to win it. Ball is out, it's going to be a corner. So Westwood corner attempt here. Wen is going to take it. And Westwood going to bunch up in the middle. Try and win a battle for a loose ball and be able to get a play on it. Inside the box, got deflected outside. And it's going to be a goal kick. So it was knocked out by Westwood. It was another great kick on the corner by Wen. Dover, as they've done all night, doing a good job of just taking away opportunities. Ball goes out. Dover's got it in their hands. Just about 10 minutes left here in the game. Ball out of bounds. Dover picks it up for the throw. Morrison's going to kick it. Ball settled with Dover, but on top of it was Calawa. Calawa just looking for Gannon on the outside and stuffed again by Dover. Dover relentless on those stuff attempts, doing a great job shutting that door on Westwood's efforts of getting time and space on their foot. Nice pass there. It looked like Bannister to Kaiser, back to Gannon. Gannon splitting the D, looking to shoot. Gannon shot on net, just misses, goes through the crease area. Some nifty moves in a tight space. Shot on net went outside, but Westwood still with the ball. When the Kaiser looking to shoot, gets deflected outside. Should be a corner. It is a corner. So a corner attempt for the Wolverines. And a important juncture of the game. 8 minutes, 48 seconds. Some great tic-tac passing there amongst the Wolverines. Great shot attempt by Gannon. And then a good opportunity by Kaiser. So Wen with the kick. Working its way towards the net. Looked like got a head on it, but out of bounds. So goal kick for Dover. Not sure who got the head on that one, but it was a Westwood player. Dover is going to have the corner. Excuse me, Dover is going to have the goal kick. Out of bounds, Dover, Westwood possession. Working back down the far sideline. Inside again, Callaway's got it. Callaway looking to send it outside. Do they have room to keep it in? They don't. There's Bannister on the far side. But Westwood getting some good looks. You know, those looks where they're trying to find the outside, they're now finding them. Can they capitalize on one of them? 7 minutes, 40 seconds left. Goal kick. Kaiser battling for it. Both players hit the turf. Ref says play on. Looking to center it was Dover. Westwood well defended. Kaiser trying to keep it out of bounds, but unable to do so. Dover possession. A throw in by Dover. Somehow the ball stays in bounds. It's going to work its way back to Morrison. Morrison, good job settling that ball, keeping it on the turf. Eliminate any additional bounces to allow the ball to come up to Westwood. And Westwood putting some fear into Dover, forcing some very quick passes, making it difficult. It was closing some windows there. But Dover able to make a couple passes to get out of trouble. Dover now looking to get some minutes in the Westwood defensive zone, but ball went out of bounds on that misconnection. So Westwood looking to jump back on it and get back in the offensive zone area. They're going to work it back. Looking inside, just missed Gannon. The ball's going to end up on Dover's foot, back to the goalie, and then back to the Dover defender. So not afraid to go back and forth with their goalie on passes. It's a confident defensive team. Going to work it back to her again. Kaiser looking to kick it on net. And Weiss was there for the save. So that was what we were saying earlier. If Weiss coming out, being active on these plays, making some plays on her feet, if Westwood's able to get an opportunity to get a steal on those kicks, get a shot on net, you might be able to catch the goaltender out of the net, get an open net, scoring attempt. So we got a whistle on the field. Looked like it's a foul on Dover. So Westwood's going to get a free kick. 5 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the game. Morrison's going to take the kick from right around the 40-yard line. So Westwood moving their players into the box area. So certainly the biggest play of the game thus far. Down 1-0 still. Kick from Morrison is a good kick. Westwood able to get on it. Kaiser's looking to center. And Weiss able to get her hands on that and make the save. So able to make the connection. Morrison kick to Kaiser. Kaiser able to get the foot up. And Weiss able to get her hands on the attempt. It was a tough deflection. When the ball's that high, it's hard to get anything on it, let alone a foot. But Kaiser was able to do so, and Weiss able to get the hands on and get the possession for Dover. So possession back for Westwood now. We're now at 5 minutes left in the game, so stoppage time on the ref's whistle. Shea battling for it. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Dover. Westwood's going to pick that back up. Mason's going to take the throw in. Finds Kaiser. Gannon. Gannon looking far side. Shot attempt by the Wolverines. Going to go just wide. Not sure who that shot was by. It's tough to see now, especially darker the numbers. Ball went wide. It's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be taken by Hughes. Amari Hughes been terrific for Dover all night. Number 17 for the Raiders. Callaway inside. Sends it back. Wolverines looking to regroup and move it back up, but taken away by Dover. Lee on Dover. Sends it back and then back to her. Ball got away. Callaway fighting for it. Callaway wins it. Callaway sends it up. Has Bannister kicked out of bounds by Dover. So Bannister's going to pick up the throw in. Westwood moving their players up to get some more players in the offensive zone. Bannister outside, looking inside, just gets past Wen, but ball got loose and was on the foot of Ferreira. Callaway was battling for it. Gannon over to Kaiser. Kaiser looking inside, shot on net. What a save by Weiss. The pass by Kaiser into Wen, and what a save by Weiss, the biggest of the game. You got to give it to Weiss. Westwood had the opportunity. It was a great look, great pass, just a big save. Got to tip your hat to her. She's been terrific all game. She's been the difference maker. Kicked out of bounds. Westwood ball. Ferrer's going to pick it up. He's going to send it again and again and settles it. Kaiser took some contact, but able to move the ball forward. Kaiser again. Kaiser is sending it up, looking up the middle. Gannon's got it. Does she have some space or the angle? She stops it, able to, or trying to settle it. Then Wen was looking to cross it, but ball deflected. So a little pinball going on. As Westwood looking for another scoring attempt. Ball ends up out of bounds, so Westwood picks it up. Sense of urgency, looking to get that ball back as quickly as they can in the offensive zone. Shea and Morrison. Morrison going to send it up towards Gannon, goes over Gannon's head into open space. Gannon trying to chase after. It's got two Dover players she's trying to beat towards it. Hits the turf. Dover going now the other way with the breakout. Sends it into Lee. Lee now looking to chip it inside. She does. It was chipping it in, looking for 13. 13 with a shot on net. That was Shanahan's. Going to go wide right. So goal kick for Westwood. Back and forth. We got a hurt player on the field, so it's going to be a pause. As I believe Shanahan was injured on the shot attempt there on the left side. Paul Lilla and the coach for Dover, Evelyn Gunda's gonna take a look. I hope she's okay. Didn't see the follow through, but it was a kick at full speed, easy to lose your balance. Also, while being defended at the same time, it was definitely. You're going to hit the turf in some capacity, whether it's being off balance or what. But tough kid, she's up, she's walking off the field, and they're going to make a substitution. It'll be a goal kick for Westwood. So we are in stoppage time. Not sure how much time is left, but Westwood looking to get that ball into the offensive zone as quickly as they can. Morrison's going to take the kick. It's a good one. Goes over the head of the Dover player. Callaway able to head it into the offensive zone. Ball then ricochets back in the defensive zone. Contact out of bounds. It's going to be Dover ball. Dover with a good throw-in down the sideline area. Lee and Morrison battling for it. They've been battling all game. It's been a great matchup amongst TVL's best at defense, TVL's best at offense. And that's the game. So that is the game. Dover-Sherborn with the win, 1-0 over Westwood. It was a very entertaining contest. It was action on both sides of the field. Defense played terrific. But a great win. You got to give you got to tip your cap to Dover-Sherborn. Came away with the win. But Westwood certainly great effort tonight. Just ended up short, and that happens sometimes. But very entertaining game. Thank you all for watching. Looking forward to seeing you again soon. And we'll see you on the next one.